Focusing on your breathing. Good. And we're going to switch legs again. This time we're going to go into your hamstring stretch. So the goal is just to keep your leg as straight as you can. Now from here, point and flex your toes. And rest, switching legs. So keep that leg as straight as you can. We're just holding the position first before we start pointing and flexing the toes. So just focus on stretching the hamstring. From here, you can start pointing and flexing your feet now. And rest. So moving into a hip stretch now. So you're going to bring one knee up to your chest, and then we're going to pull it across the body. And switch sides. And back in the middle. Bring both heels to your butt. You're going to cross your left leg on top of your right leg, bringing now your left foot and your right knee down to the ground. And switch sides. And back in the middle. Okay, we're now going to cross the left leg over the right leg again. This time with the left hand, you're going to place your left hand in that hole that you've created. And you're going to reach your right hand out and around. And you're going to lift up your right leg. You're going to interlace your fingers and drop your right leg back down on top of your hands. If you need your stretch to be deeper, you can reach around the knee instead of underneath the knee. And now let's switch sides. So crossing the right leg over the left leg. Right hand goes in the hole, left hand goes out around. And you interlace your hands underneath your left knee. And rest. Now we're going to bring our feet up in the air and touching our feet together. And now you're going to grab on just below the knee. So my pinkies are touching the bottom of my knee. And then let your feet fall apart. And you're just focusing on pulling those legs apart. You should get a nice stretch in that groin. And now feet back together, and you're gonna grab either around your feet or you're gonna grab your ankles. So if you can't reach your feet, then you can grab your ankles and then make sure your head is rested. And rest. We're gonna roll over onto our stomachs now. And just do your best with some of these stretches on our stomach. Make the adjustments that you need to make, or do a different stretch. So starting off with your hands right next to your chest, you're going to press up. Now let's get onto your hands and knees. From here, you're going to pick your knees up off the ground. And you're going to try to get your heels flat to the ground. And now let's bring our knees back to the ground. Reach those hands out in front of you and bring your butt to your heels. Just the best that you can. Drop that forehead to the ground if you can. Now reach both hands to the left side of your body, placing your right hand on top. And switch sides. Three, two, and one. So this next one, not everyone will be able to do it. So if you can't, you can choose another stretch to do, but you will need a towel rolled up or a pillow for your knee if you have trouble kneeling. But we're gonna take this half kneeling position. So for those of you who can go into your half kneeling position, you can do this stretch. So here's what we're doing. Starting right here, this is the relaxed half kneel. You're now going to engage your glutes and push your hips forward. So I go from being relaxed like this to pushing my hips forward. Just there, you should already feel a stretch in the front part of your leg. Now from here, lean your weight onto that front leg a little bit. Notice it's just a small lean. Now, if this is my leg that's back, I'm going to take that same hand and reach it up into the air. Three, two, and one. Switching legs. So the other leg is up. From your relaxed kneeling position, get those glutes engaged so you're getting a stretch the front part of the back leg. Now lean forward onto that front leg a little bit. Whatever leg is behind you, take that same hand and reach it up to the sky. Three, two, and one. Good. We're now sitting on our butts. So go ahead and take a seat on your butt. We are going to start right leg out, left leg tucked in. If you can't bend your knee in like this, you can just have both legs out. I'm going to bend my knee. And both hands are going to reach for 1 foot. You need constant tension, so don't try to reach far, then pull back. Constant tension or constantly trying to reach far. And let's switch legs. Make sure you're reaching with both hands, especially the opposite arm. And come on up. Okay, so we are now going to sit crisscross applesauce if you can. If you can't, but you can like sit like this could work if you have like pillows under your knees to help support. If you can sit crisscross applesauce, you're gonna grab onto the opposite knee with the opposite arm. Then you're going to bring your shoulder down to your thigh. Then you'll take that hand and reach up and over. And let's switch sides. And come on up. Next, we are going to bring the legs apart as wide as you can. And you want to try to roll from leaning back on your butt. You want to try to roll forward onto your hamstrings. So onto these, almost like trying to get the butt off the ground. You should be rolled forward onto those hamstrings. You can reach your hands forward if you'd like. And come on up, relax those legs. Let's go into a butterfly position. With this butterfly position, you do not have to bring your heels as close to your body as you can. Right now, we want those heels out in front of you. Notice I have a lot of space. Bend forward. Try to bring your nose to your toes. And come on up. So now sit comfortably, so you can sit in any position that is comfortable for you to sit in. If you'd like to move to a chair, you can, but we're going to do a couple neck stretches to finish this up. So we are going to start off with ear to shoulder. From here, if you'd like to apply pressure, you can. And switch. Again, if you'd like to apply pressure, you can on the side of the head. Good. And now we're going to go nose to armpit and applying pressure, trying to bring our nose closer to our armpit. And switch. And rest. All right, you guys, that is it for today's floor stretching class. Thank you guys so much for joining today. If you guys would like to stay for the chair stretch class, you can just stay online. If you are going to leave, then you can tap your screen and click leave meeting. Bye. But thank you guys so much for joining, and I'll see you guys Wednesday. And John, make sure you unmute yourself and say hello to Pauline, because she's here, but she